recording.
Alright.
All right. So, here, real quick, Eric,
Hmm?
would you like to explain what the heck happened with Jake Paul and Oprah?
So, right, see, I never even found that clip. Hold on. Uh, I just searched YouTube on YouTube. So,
You're so smart.
A few minutes later.
okay, so I thought it was Oprah. It was not Oprah. That's mainly because I saw the clip. It was like a 5 second clip.
Who was it?
It was Kari champion and
It was who? Oh, Kari Champion.
I'm going to put it up on like Discord. I think this is a okay. Yeah, it looks like they got negative responses, but it says interview for right here.
Where is it?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it up on Discord.
You streaming it?
So I'm gonna share the screen.
All right, yeah. Okay, I am recording my screen, so this will help.
Yeah, so what the heck? Okay.
Protest because
why?
I'll tell you why. And this is our question of the week. We saw what happened to Nate Robinson, so I'm going to ask Jake Paul right here in front of America. Jake, considering where we are right now in our racial conversation in America, was what you did to Nate Robinson racist?
That is the question of the week.
Man.
Nah, stop playing with me. Come on.
Listen, Jake, it's a sensitive time right now. We just had to witness a white man knock a black man smooth out in front of all of America. So that's why I asked that. But just tell us about that moment real quick, because it looked like Nate was asleep before he ever even hit the canvas.
Yeah, I mean, this is what we train for. You know, at the end of the day, boxing's a sport. And, you know, you train to win. Nate is the one who called me out originally.
Fascinating. I think he is frozen.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you guys now. Sorry,
okay,
my Wi-Fi is unstable, like my relationship.
Okay, so let's start from the beginning.
Okay.
First and foremost, was it racist to knock a black man out? That is the question of the week.
No, stop asking me that. I said no.
It's not racist.
It's a shitty question. It's a sport.
Why is it a shitty question? Why is it a shitty question?
Because how does this have anything to do with race? It doesn't.
It's a fine question. We got to wake you up. You got to be a part of this conversation.
That's right.
It's like, because if you can go from
You know what? He just hit himself harder than Nate Robinson ever hit him.
Yeah. I need you to listen very carefully and then try to tell us again without bad Wi-Fi. What chumps are up next for you to fight?
There's a long list of opponents. I became, you know, one of the biggest prize fighters overnight.
Where's my mouse at?
First and foremost, which that fight's gonna happen. Who the
Hello?
fuck is that guy?
Nate, he's so humble.
Yeah.
Nate, how long? Excuse me. I'm sorry, not Nate. I keep calling you Nate. I apologize. Jake, the names go hand in hand. How long have you been this humble?
I don't know how to answer it, man. I'm handsome and humble.
Okay, hello.
Hi, that was that. Well,
Okay, so they asked him like twice, but because I know they only asked him those 2 times, so I just stopped it. But it seemed like they knew it wasn't like it was kind of a stupid question. Because the first lady, as soon as she asked, like she started laughing. So
yeah.
yeah.
for once, I'll have to agree with Jake Paul and when he says that it's a sport, because it is a sport. I mean, like, like, how is it racist that two people that were training for a sport go into a boxing ring and like fight? They box.
Right.
Like, that's
I
not
think it would be
racist.
more
That's just a
racist
sport.
if he didn't knock him out, because then he would be saying like, "Oh, like, so I have to give you this. You're not even good enough to the point where I can fight you for it."
Yeah, yeah. Like, I don't. That whole story was stupid.
No, I can understand why people are getting mad at them, but I don't think it should be like some 1.9 thousand likes to 1.1 thousand dislikes type thing. Because obviously they weren't that serious about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why would they ask twice though?
I don't know. I don't know, bro.
That
It's
was
coronavirus days. They're trying to get their views in, bro. Come on. You
Yeah, they
know.
got their views in, but was it for the correct reasons?
Yeah, they did get their views in.
All right. So, do you want to do Chop Suey lyrics next, or opinions on season 1 of Zombies content?
Let's do the chop suey first because I actually have not looked at the heckin' zombie stuff yet, so I'm gonna pull that up,
All right. Just look up the roadmap.
bro. Okay.
Uh, Duty season 1. Oh, here's their blog. If you go to their blog, it has a roadmap.
Who knows?
The Call of Duty blog. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, Chop Suey is the first single of System of a Down's Toxicity album, released in 2001. It is a Genius describes it as a song about how when people die, they'll be regarded differently depending on how they pass. Like if they were like to die from a drug overdose, everyone might be like, "Oh, well, it's their fault. They were doing drugs." No matter
Wait,
like
wait,
what.
wait, what? Where's the Genius? I should know where this is. I'm on Genius all the time. Where's the Genius description at?
You so if you go to the Genius new tab.
No, I'm on Genius. I'm saying like, where is it though? I don't see it.
All right, so if you where is it?
Oh wait, never mind. I see it.
Okay. So, you know, the beginning. So the song Chop Suey was originally going to be called Self-Righteous Suicide. It was 2001. They decided that was not a good idea. So they called it Chop Suey. Self-right Self-right Chop Suicide. Suicide? Chop Suicide? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Chop Suicide. Self-right Chop Suicide. Right, Eric?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, that's why the intro, the first thing you hear is "We're rolling suicide."
Yeah.
So, you got your little acoustic thing, because that's how it went. So, your first verse, right? Wake up, grab a brush, put on a little makeup, hide your scars to fade away with a shake up. You know, you're waking up. This song is about a drug addict, right? So, he might have been like doing something that like breaks the skin. So he's putting on a little makeup. He's hiding the fact that he's a drug addict. At least that's what I think about it. Eric,
What? What?
give your opinion on the first.
Chen, if you don't freaking explain the song, bro, you gotta lead the conversation on this because I've only listened to this song once. Like, so you gotta do it.
All right, but you gotta you gotta give your opinions too.
Okay, I will give my opinion when you're done though. You gotta explain it first, bro. I don't know what this is about. Tell me what it's about.
I just said what it was about. You weren't
Then keep
listening.
going.
What? Keep going. Keep
You
going.
did. You analyzed one lyric, dude. You said putting on makeup means that he's hiding something. I don't even remember what you said because you uh shifted my focus on the fact that I didn't say anything.
Eric.
I don't want to click on the thing and see what Genius says because you always got to say what you think first before you even acknowledge that people actually analyze the song for you.
Yeah. Okay. So, wake up. Wake up. You just. It's the start of the day. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. He's waking up. That's it. He woke up. Eyes
What,
open.
what about why'd you leave the keys on the table? What is that about?
It's like, I mean,
Did someone leave them?
I saw it as a way of like, oh, why aren't you going out in the world? Why are you staying secluded?
Okay. Okay.
Society's like view on them.
Yeah.
And then here you go, create another fable. You wanted to. That could also be like when the person tries to explain themselves, that's society's response. Right? Not even giving
Yeah.
them a chance. And then it repeats because, I mean, repetition legitimizes.
All right.
So then we get to, I don't think you trust in my self-righteous suicide. Right. And the whole idea is that everyone dies for a reason and everyone deserves to die. Right?
Yeah.
And self-righteous suicide, which in this case would be the person overdosing, right?
Right.
And some people might see this as like, or apparently he sees it as like, hey, this is a good thing. I'm doing drugs and having less drug users in the world or something like that.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, like, what do you think about it? I mean,
um. Well, because that's the core. How does that correlate to the like the first part of the song?
um,
Because they're talking about like
well,
I don't know. I just want to think
like
about how.
I don't think you trust in my self-righteous suicide, right? So
Yeah.
he's acknowledging the fact that if he continues doing drugs, he's probably gonna die, right? He thinks it's a good thing while everyone is criticizing him, right? No matter what he does. And I mean, like, that signals distrust. I don't
I'm
think
not
he.
talking. I'm saying, Jaden, how does that correlate to like Hydra scars, the fade away, the shakeup? Like how does that? You see what I'm saying?
Um,
Or does it correlate? I'll say that.
Honestly, so right after the chorus, it goes right back into the verse again, right? Wake up,
Right.
grab a brush, and put
Right.
on a little makeup.
Yeah.
So maybe it's like a lot of people that are um, coping with like illnesses. Not everything is the same every day, you know.
Yeah.
It's like a roller coaster, right? Maybe that's being reflected in the song. You know, it starts just like wake up, hide the scars, fade away the shake up, or grab a brush and put on a little makeup, hide the scars, fade away the shake up, and it's a high point. They're not doing too bad, and then slowly, it's just like why'd you leave the keys upon the table? Here you go, create another fable, and it's going back down again, you know,
Yeah.
and then grab a brush and put a lot of makeup, and he's like trying to bring himself back up again, but then like you wanted to, right? Is like society's view, like more of society's view, like not letting it go as high. So then when he gets back to why'd you leave the keys up on the table, it's going down even farther. You know, and that leads to the self-righteous suicide verse or chorus.
Okay. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so you know, then it goes back into the verse, which I just explained. Repetition legitimizes all that stuff. Um, and then it goes back to the chorus. I don't think you trust in my self-righteous suicide. I cry when angels deserve to die. Meaning, like, hey, everyone deserves to die. Everyone's gonna die. Even angels deserve to die. And he cries because it's not a thing that should happen. But
Yeah.
according to their view, they deserve to at some points. It's not a good thing. And then the bridge, it says here, is it said that these are things that Jesus himself said while on the cross. Father, Father, into your hands I commend my spirit. Father, into your hands, why have you forsaken me? In your eyes, forsaken me. In your thoughts, forsaken me. In your heart, forsaken me. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like, he was talking about angels, so he had to throw the Jesus reference in there.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So then you get to the outro, and it's just the self-righteous suicide, like trust in my self-righteous suicide, and he's singing, and it's slowly getting it's there's a ritornando, which means it's getting slower, Eric,
Okay.
and maybe that's just signaling that he is dying, right? Maybe this whole like he's dying, he's coming to terms with the fact that he's dying. Maybe the Jesus quote was like him on the hospital bed overdosing and dying, and like the outro was him taking his last breath or something, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what I think about it. What is your opinion, Eric?
Um. What you explained makes sense, so I'm just gonna go with that because I'm really not about to sit up here and read all the stuff that Genius has.
I think
Um.
some of it might actually be funny though.
I'm not doing that ever. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm just really thinking about because you were talking about like them overdosing, but what trying to think how to phrase it. If you're like hiding yourself, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is it like that's kind of what I meant by how does the verse and the chorus correlate? Because it seems like one part is talking more about like just problems, not so much as like drugs or alcohol or anything. Just more like I don't know what the word is, bro, but you know what I mean. Probably, hopefully,
We'll say that I do. Um,
yeah.
yeah. Um, that's all I really had for this one. I mean, like, if you wanted to, we could talk about a different like song, but
Like I said, Jay, nah.
all right. So what's next? What's next? It's opinions on season 1 zombies content. All right. So, if you go to the callofduty.com/blog/2020/12/season 1 announcement coming December 16th, you will see, if you scroll down far enough, right, you'll see season 1 will now launch on the evening 11 p.m. PT Pacific time on the evening of December 15th, which is December 16th for the majority of our worldwide community. So, you come down here, season 1, new Warzone map, Rebirth Island, which is Alcatraz or Mob of the Dead. It should be recognized as Mob of the Dead. There's a new Gulag coming to Warzone. Expanded arsenal with a blonde. It's either a blonde or like that looks like a blonde weaver. We have new weapons. The Groza assault rifle and the MAC-10 submachine gun are going to be coming beginning of the season, and the street sweeper shotgun is going to be coming mid-season, right? You get some new operators, Xenia, Bulldozer, and Stitch. Stitch is the one that's going to be dropping. He's going to be the like battle pass skin, right? So you get so in multiplayer, you get 2v2 gunfight maps. So you get U-Barn, ICBM, KGB, and Game Show. I'm excited for Game Show, honestly, because it takes place on like a game show stage.
Bro, where are you at, bro?
Hold on, I'll send it in the Discord.
5 minutes later.
Cranked and zombies.
Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work, but
Yeah, it sounds kind of weird.
yeah. But yeah, so you see all this stuff, and then for zombies, they have two modes that are coming mid-season.
Yeah.
While Warzone gets gets a new map, gets a new gulag, gets more weapons, right? Multiplayer gets some new operators, gets 2v2 gunfight, gets a remaster of Raid, gets a new fireteam map, gets a Nuketown holiday rendition, and a new map, right? New 6v6 map. We get 3 new weapons, 3 new operators, and two modes. Excuse me. That is like nothing compared
I don't know.
to
'Cause to be honest, I don't really pay attention to when stuff comes. I don't pay attention to that at all. So if like like in Modern Warfare when stuff would come out, I didn't really care that much. So I can't like compare how much content is coming out for real.
It's just like zombies is the third mode again.
What do you mean?
I mean that like Warzone and multiplayer are gonna receive like the most attention,
Uh,
and like I don't know, it feels like zombies is just put on the back burner,
yeah.
and it's just like, well, that's amazing.
I mean, with them, I don't know, because at a certain point, it's like you got to remember that this is a company that's making games not to please the fans, but to get some monies. Like if Warzone is blowing up like how it is, then of course you're gonna make a new Warzone map. If even if people were excited for zombies, at the same time, it's like people are probably still gonna play multiplayer and Warzone way more. So
You
you know,
know, it just feels unfair, you know?
yeah,
Like I don't know. They started off this year so strong with D Machine after Black Ops 4, which was decent if you didn't compare it to any of the other games.
right,
They started off with D Machina. They gave us back the perk system, but in my like opinion, it's better. Um, the only complaint that I heard people had were like the amount of crashes it had and well the point system. No one really cared for the point system in BO4, but they brought it back. Or at least I don't think that was the point system in BO4. Maybe it was, but still. Um, because before in zombies, every time you shot a zombie, you'd get 10 points, right?
yeah,
But that's no more. It's just you kill them and you get points instead. Makes getting points a whole lot like harder.
right.
But like if we're not getting like new maps in season 1, like here, let me look up Black Ops 1 DLC 1 launch. When did DLC 1 for Black Ops 1 launch? January. The they had trailers for it in January. Okay, so it's a little bit before, but still, we're not getting season 2 until February.
Right.
That's not the right. It okay. So the whole point, my whole point is that every year there's been like since like in like Call of Duty, at least since Black Ops 1, there's been a 4 DLC each like season for that Call of Duty, right?
Yeah.
There's been 4 DLC packs. So where multiplayer would get like 4 maps and zombies would get like 1. And like in like the original Black Ops after like the 4th DLC, was it the 4th? Oh, I'm trying to think about what were the DLC on Black Ops 1. There was Ascension, Shangri-La, Moon, and shit, what was the last one? Call of the Dead, right?
Yeah.
Those were the 4. And then it released a Zombies remaster of the original maps, the original 4 maps, Nocturne, Toten, Verrucht, Shinonuma, and Derice, right? And that was cool, no? Like, oh, that's neat. Now we have not broken versions of these maps. So you go to Black
Yeah.
Ops 2, right? We had some of the best zombies content ever. We had some of the worst too. We had the DLC for that game was Die Rise, Mob of the Dead, Buried, and Origins. So you had those 4. That's cool. We also had Nuketown Zombies come in, which was that was also neat. It was like a chaotic map along with the, like all of the rest like story-oriented maps, you could say. It was like, okay, that's cool. So Black Ops 3 comes around, right? So you start out with Der Eisendrache, and then you get Shinonuma, and then you get Gorod Krovi, and then you want to count with me how many remasters we get since Gorod Krovi? First was Revelations, which was a mashup of like each map. The only original part was inside the Apothecon and the spawn room. Okay, so
Yeah.
that's basically like one unoriginal map, right? So then Zombie Chronicles releases, which is a remaster of a bunch of maps.
Hello?
Hi. Here, let's see what's in the Zombie Chronicles, right? What game? What maps were added in Zombie Chronicles? Okay. Verrucht, Nocturne, Toten, Shinonuma, Derice, maybe? I don't know if Derice was in there. Well, it says Derice was, but I don't think that Derice was in there. I think they just kept with the giant. But you had Ascension, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you had Shinonuma, 5. And then you had Moon, which was 6. And then you had Origins, which was 7. So now we're at 8 remasters, okay? And then
Yeah.
Black Ops 4 comes out. You have Blood of the Dead. There's another remaster. You have Classified, which was a remaster of 5 from Black Ops 1. You have Alpha Omega, which is a remaster of Nuketown Zombies. And then you have Tag der Toten, which was a remaster of Call of the Dead. So let's see, that was 8. So now we're at 12. It's 12 remasters
Yeah.
for until, and then this year we got D Machine, right? Which had Nocturne and Toten, which technically brings it up to 13. but Nocturne and Toten has such a little part in the like overall of Die Maschine that it doesn't it's not that big a deal. But the point was, before this, we got remaster over remaster over remaster after remaster, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, sure, Black Ops 4, there was four four original maps, I think. Four. I don't know. Let's see. Hold on. So there was 9. There was Voyage of Despair. There was Ancient Evil, and there was Dead of the Night. So there was four original maps. 4 original maps in the span of 3 years. Let's see. Black Ops 4 came out 2 years ago. So that came out 2 years ago. Black Ops 3 came out 3 years before that. So in 5 years, we had 4 original maps, 4 original zombies maps,
Yeah.
and it's kind of sad.
Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah, Treyarch just needs to recognize zombies as equals with multiplayer and now Warzone, which means that I bet you zombies is gonna be put on the back burner even more. I don't know.
So they're not they're not adding a new zombies map. They haven't announced one at least, right?
Not this season.
Okay.
Cause I mean, like people are like, oh, they're gonna release like a survival version of Nocturne Tone, which would have been great, cause it's
Yeah.
new content. The game's been out for a month now, and we've had one map. A minority of the player base has had Onslaught, but like, who plays Onslaught? Nobody. I don't play Onslaught. I did like,
I don't even know what that is, bro.
huh?
I don't even know what that is.
Exactly, cause it's a PlayStation exclusive,
Ah, okay, okay.
kind of like Survival was, and no one played that either in Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
But there's like certain intel in there that you can only get at
Bro, I did
Onslaught.
not know that there was a PlayStation exclusive game mode in Modern Warfare, bro.
See? Yeah,
I didn't even know that.
it was PlayStation exclusive for 1 year. So like this November, it finally came to like Xbox and Xbox and PC.
Yeah.
It's survival, but still, see, it's just like you brought something back and it was amazing, and they're just like kind of letting it slip away again.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just annoying.
No, I see what you mean. They should like keep up the momentum, kind of, with zombies instead of like just waiting to release more content for it or good content for it, I should say. Because I don't know, Jingle Bells.
Jingle Hells.
That's what it is. Okay, I couldn't read it that well. That sounds kind of whack, bro. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
The only new thing that I know that they're adding in that is that they're adding a naughty or nice power up thing, where it has
Yeah.
a chance to give you like a good effect or like a punishment.
Yeah.
So that's cool, I guess.
That sounds cool.
Oh look, the Plague Hounds, they have antlers. Oh look, the Megatons are wearing Santa hats. Oh look, the zombies are Christmas themed. Oh
Right.
look, there's a snowman. No, it's just like, see, if they decorate the ethereal monkeys in some sort of Christmas get up, I'm not saying everything will be fine. I'm just saying it'll be a whole lot better.
The ethereal. What is that?
So you know how when you go into the Dark Aether, there are like ghost monkeys?
Oh yeah, those dudes. Yeah.
People think
I
that
forgot about them.
people think that they're related to the gold for banana thing. Cause
for banana.
Yeah. So in the stamina up room, um, on the window that's on the same side as the door, like out of that room, right? That you have to buy.
Yeah.
So like next to that window, there's a dead soldier with a with like writing above him that's in German, but it translates to gold for a banana.
Okay.
And I mean, there's 20 different ethereal monkeys across the map, and
Yeah.
we found that he has voice lines, or he's going to have voice lines. His name is Piotr,
Yeah.
um, and it looks like he's trapped in the dark ether. So whether this is from the past or the present, we don't know. But we do know that our boy Piotr is going. I like saying that name,
Piotr.
Piotr. But yeah, all right. You got anything else to say? We've been recording for like 50 minutes. I have at least.
50 minutes. I have 51. Um. Uh, let's see.
So is that a no?
I mean, I don't have anything like. I swear I had a topic I was thinking of, but I don't remember what it was, bro. Um.
You got anything? Or should I just end it?
You could.
Alright. Thank you for coming to Weekends with the Boys. This time on a weekend and not a Wednesday. We recorded the last one on a Wednesday. Thank you for coming.
That's not. That didn't even go out then. Like.
Oh yeah, no. We tried recording on a Wednesday and then we recorded for like an hour and a half and for some reason it only recorded 30 minutes of it, and only one of us was recording, so there wasn't a backup or anything. So we just kind of lost that whole recording. And Eric went on this huge rant.
I did not go on a huge rant. I
It
was
was
busy.
amazing.
I did not go on a huge.
He went on a huge rant
I was. Oh, you mean like during the? Oh
during the
yeah.
podcast.
I thought you meant after, cause it didn't work. I thought that's what you meant. No, I did go on a rant.
He went on a rant during the podcast. It was crazy. And then
Yeah,
this one, he barely talks.
that's everyone apparently.
Alright.
Yeah.
It's been good having y'all. We hope to see you next time. Goodbye.